place for explosions or other deleterious effects, but anything for our own assistance would be useful.
Well, of course, yes. I'm glad my reputation precedes me. Well, for those of you who need it, I have these hardened leather satchels. They've got slots for holding scrolls. Comes with an oiled leather cloth for you to put your spellbook in, and a side pouch for just such a thing. As well, I have components, gems, diamonds, rubies, things like that. Some diamond dust, a couple of pearls, and for scrolls, I have. I mean, they're not cheap. I have one of banishment. I have slow. I have a couple of dispel magic, and one of Leoman's tiny hut, as well as see invisibility, and one of Featherfall.
Okay, that seeing invisibility is actually kind of
It's incredibly useful. And
I can
100 gold.
I can actually cast that spell if I prepare it. So
okay.
yeah, but that's Leoman's tiny hut.
Super
I hear
useful.
it is very useful.
It's a tiny hut.
It'll hold all of you 230 gold. Worth it for peaceful rest, especially on the road.
And given the fact that I believe it is a wizard spell,
Oh, it absolutely is.
we could give it to the wizard to learn permanently.
And I believe it's a ritual, so if I know it, I can cast it.
Exactly.
And I will ask about the robe of useful items.
I'm afraid I don't. I don't have anything more than the scrolls I have either procured or scribbled down in my time. I've spent most of the last month or so making those effigies for the fireworks, and well, it was fun till it wasn't.
Yes. By the way, what did you put in that custard?
That is a secret that I cannot share. That is something that Tharma and I have been working on. It was delicious, but yes, you just swallow it quite the wrong way and it becomes a little much.
And we should speak further once this is over. I used to have to write a lot of letters, and I figured out a way to automate it. And we might be able to do it for your work, too.
Oh, I've tried. Unfortunately, you cannot automate scroll writing. That would be lucrative if you could.
There may be ways.
Okay, so Featherfall, I'm imagining, is something we're not really interested in.
I have Featherfall.
Okay.
I've used Featherfall.
Right. Dispel magic.
We've also never been on more than a 20-foot grade this entire time.
Yeah. Dispel magic, I think everybody...
I can cast it now.
Multiple sources. Okay.
Yeah, I took it just because Dispel magic.
I also... at this point, Octavius swings down and hands over an older scroll. He says, oh, well, I also have one of Fly, it seems.
Can anybody cast? Oh, wait, yeah, we're 5th level.
Yeah. There's so many good third level spells. Third level spells are so good.
Yeah, that's... So what's everybody interested in here?
Nothing really, but I can put money into the pot if there's something the party really wants.
Tiny hut's kind of useful.
It's a tiny hut. Why can't we have a magnificent mansion?
Because that's a higher level spell.
Nate. Do you have a 7th level slot to spend on that?
No, and I could just call. Oh, damn it!
Oh. All right, so it looks like possibly we might be looking at the tiny.
Yeah, let's get the hut. How much was that?
I mean, banishment's funny.
230.
Seymour can put in. Fuck it, we need it. I want a comfortable place to sleep if I don't have my wagon. I'll put up 50%.
He does realize you're still sleeping on the ground, right?
Yeah, but at least it's covered, and the earwigs won't get to me.
Keeps the wind out, keeps the people
Also,
out.
it is a dome and not a sphere. By the way.
But it does have a bottom.
So you're saying I should not be happy about this and not paying for 50% of it?
I'm saying that you should be ecstatic about this, and you should.
There we go.
1% of
I
it.
just want to point out it's not a very comfortable experience.
Oh my God! Stop ruining the deal.
Yep, I will. I'm still going to because I want to sleep in a somewhat comfortable position while we're in a place called the Witchwood.
So
Sure,
you're
I put up 115. It was
Okay.
230, right?
Yep. You understand
There.
what half is, right?
I was just making sure it was that.
Oh,
I did it right.
On top of that, I need 150 gold to put it into my book. Wait, what school is that? Is Tiny Hut? There's no way it's aberration, is there?
Might be.
Might be that or conjuration.
Neiman's tiny hut is evocation.
What?
Oh, I need 150 gold on
What?
top of that to put it in the book.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
like
You're firing a tiny hut at the woods, I guess.
If you are
I
breaking
evoke
something
a
into
hut.
me, like,
I declare hut.
You focus your study of magic that creates powerful elemental effects such as bitter cold, searing flame, rolling thunder, crackling lightning, and burning acid, and also a tent to
No!
sleep in.
No,
Here-
it totally
here's the
makes
thing.
sense. For a hippie, it totally makes sense.
But
You
here's
can
the thing,
summon-
though. Magnificent Mansion, conjuration.
Why?
But here, it checks
well,
out
that's
the
creating
evocation.
a little
Because
subdivision.
hippies love geodesic domes.
I'm still not getting. Whatever.
No, it was a big thing
So anyway,
during the
150
70s
gold
and
in 6
60s,
hours.
geodesic domes.
Yeah, I
And
know
the
what a
hippies
geodesic-
were big on it.
Yeah. Anyways,
I need 150 gold in 6 hours to actually copy that in my spellbook.
So
Well-
we needed to pay 307
So here's
70
what
gold,
here's what I'm doing.
80 gold.
I'm pulling off the patch of 10 gems worth 100 gold each. I'm giving 500 to Seymour because I owe him that, and
Alrighty.
that gives me 500. And I will pay for the remainder, and will loan Julius the 150 so that he can put it in the book.
All right, so it's 80 more for that and 150 to Julius. So
Wait, what?
Seymour was paying 150, so
No,
80 gold.
115.
Oh, 115. Okay.
Yeah.
Half.
Half. All right. So yeah, so 115, so 265 gold out of that for you, Badmate, and I guess Seymour, you're up. 385 gold.
Yes, so that was for the upfront for buying the robe, right? Not the 500 that I had already stored in the robe.
No, that was the 500 you had stored in the robe.
Oh, okay. So you're okay, so that
So
was
it
500.
Yeah, it was 1,000 gold worth of gems, and I owed you half.
Yes. Okay. So I see what you're doing.
So I only took 500 from it. I gave you the other 500.
Yeah. So I still have 56 gold technically, but let's just count that that came out, and then I am out of the robe completely. It's now everything on it is you.
Cool. That's good to know.
okay. Oh, incidentally, Patrick, that scale mail that I was wearing before, is that just gone?
Up to you. I would assume you could have left that at the
I probably did.
We also
put it
haven't
in there.
been.
If
We haven't
you
been
wanted to
hurting
have brought
for
it here,
space.
I mean, Jarrett would certainly buy it from you.
Yes.
We haven't been hurting for encumbrance. We've been in a wagon the entire adventure.
Yes.
And that changes now.
Yay! All right. So I have one thing that I need to potentially do here that might solve at least some of my cash problems. Last chance, everyone. Longsword +1.
But I'd have to stab someone with it, so no. Oh.
And
I think you are the only person in the party who has martial weapon proficiency.
I have 3 magic weapons.
I can use long swords, and I don't have a magical melee
but
weapon.
it's strength-based, so it doesn't work with your new rogue stuff.
100%.
I thought we had a +1 short sword.
We have ice pick.
Did I take that? Yeah, ice pick is yours.
Yeah.
Well, so we've got the So right now we've got the +1 longsword. We've got ice pick. We've got the dragon slaying sword.
I think the javelin of lightning is the only thing we could justify taking away from Max.
You did just buy more javelins.
Nobody else needs the longsword of dragon slaying, and you do have your own breath weapon, which I believe is also lightning.
Yes, but also the javelin of lightning is cool.
It is really cool, and I don't nobody else is going to use it any better than you are.
I have killed quite a few people with that thing.
I have.
My dex is shit, so I can't. Or is it dex or is it strength?
It's-
I'm actually probably better than Max.
Are you proficient in it?
Oh, is it a simple weapon?
No.
Motherfucker, then I am not. No, thank you.
And when you're speaking of magical weapons, and that he will, Citrin will raise that. I don't truck in that.
No.
If you are going in, I do have a wand.
It is a simple weapon.
For war magic. It will allow those of you that can cast magics of the wizard school, it will strengthen your abilities. That is, for 800 gold, I would be able to part with that.
I don't think any of us have 800 gold at this point.
I have 42 gold.
I got 269.
So you're gonna owe him quite a bit then.
We could. So wait, what was the offer? Sorry,
Wand of the War Mage +1 for 800 gold.
Which actually isn't required for a wizard, just a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I don't need it.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna skip that. I was actually gonna pop by Moreland's to try to sell off this sword. So I'm just looking at the assigned magic items on the party loot, and I'm not sure how up to date this is.
I think it's pretty up to date.
I've been fairly consistent with it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I see the weapons and armor is longsword +1. That's on my sheet because I think I was using it.
I thought we had thrown that back in the party loot, so that is my apologies.
Yeah.
I think last session was when we made the decision that you weren't carrying it anymore because the ice pick is better.
Yeah, and then I have the Slayer sword, which is
a +1 weapon,
which is a longsword +1 that also kills dragons real good. Okay, so I was going to suggest that we sell the longsword +1 and use it to buy some scrolls.
I don't think this guy will buy it. We have to go to the next guy.
No, we're going to have to go to Moreland. He might buy it. We'll find out. All right, is anybody buying anything from Sir Sheridan?
I don't think so.
Well, you bought the scroll of Tiny Hut.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which I think I would peel off to go and deliver that to Julius.
Yeah, so we can get writing right away before we leave. Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to take 6 hours, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so just tell him to go to the wagon. There's paper in the top drawer, and there's a drink in the bottom drawer. And if he gets really sad, there's a crossbow in the middle drawer.
When I'm told this, I will point out that I have to write it into my spellbook.
Well, there's also ink and a desk to write at.
I probably
Special
bought
expensive ink.
the $150 worth of special inks because
Yeah.
he would have that. So I literally,
Yep.
it's like, this is a gift for you. Please keep us safe when we camp on the road.
Thank you, Dr. Badme Ison.
Also, one moment here. I will use an action to give myself guidance for the next 8 hours. I'm ready to guide you for whenever you wish to inscribe that.
Son of a
I don't
bitch.
think I need to make a check for that, right?
You do.
What?
You do?
Yeah. Now the DC is like super
Very low.
easy.
Yeah.
It's like 10 plus the spell level or something
Is
like
it
that.
an Arcana check?
You could still cock it
Yep.
up.
Yeah. But this is why you have the D4, just in case.
Patrick, just doing it at a desk in a a good writing position gave you advantage.
No, it does not.
I will point out that if it's a DC, you said 1...
10 plus spell level.
10
Yeah,
plus spell
so
level.
13.
If with guidance and my things, the minimum I can roll is a 13.
All right, let's see if you roll a 1.
If I roll
Don't
3
jinx
ones
them.
on all of the things, it's still a 13.
Yeah, do you suffer a crit fail on a natural 1 on a skill?
Not for skill check. Only for an attack.
Wow.
You would
it's a
next
30.
time.
It's a 30. Is that okay?
That is. Yeah. You
Well done.
you breeze through it, not even thinking about the fact that Seymour keeps a loaded crossbow in a drawer in his wagon.
Well, one is for when I'm sad, and the other is for when I'm really sad.
Is this a G or a 6? Oh, it's a Q.
All right. And Morlin, when you go to his, smithy, you can see it contains a shrine to the dwarven god of smithing, and he has a sign posted that it is open for any dwarf and anyone of any other race who proves themselves a friend to Drellin's Ferry, and you come upon him as he is setting up that massive stone on the chalk that was part of the contest last night. And, he finishes doing that and puts a sign in the ground saying that, nobody won the pot, and anyone who can knock this over wins. It is now up to 71 gold.
What was the buy-in for it?
5 silver.
5 silver.
I shake my fist at it.
That's my last 5 silver. I'm gonna go after my white whale.
It is impossible without your gauntlets.
Oh, right. I thought I had my gauntlets again. Sorry, never mind. I'll pass on that.
You do, but they know you have them, so yeah, no magic allowed.
Oh, so yeah, it's completely impossible with my -1 too.
Exactly, because you rolled a nat 20, and which would have done it.
Hey, Max, remember that time I almost knocked that boulder over?
Yes, I do remember that time you almost knocked that boulder over. How much silver do I have? Is a really good question.
All you need is 5. All you need is 5.
Seymour
I'll
will Seymour silently hands it as well.
Yeah,
We just want to see this thing come down. You get 2 tries.
I have a principle at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
Take that fucker down. We believe in you.
Morlin, we're doing this for the principle of the thing.
All right. He hands you that, poorly weighted hammer again, and he says, it's good. I mean, half the funds of, going to support a lot of good deeds. So swing strong and true, my friend.
I loosen up both my shoulders. I raise the hammer above my head. Then I cock it up.
You rolled an Arcana
That's
check.
Arcana.
You really cocked it up.
Is this magic? No.
I think about the physics of this, and I'm like, screw it. 17.
Yeah, you swing, and it moves slightly. That is not enough to knock it over, though.
Go again.
Channel Divinity, Peerless Athlete. I think we've established that that's cheating.
That is considered magical.
All right, 19.
Ooh, 19. It raises and just falls back into place. And Moreland just kind of grins and says, good, I set it up properly.
That is going to be a infinite money maker for you, Moreland, and I hand the hammer back to him. All right.
Yeah, and he puts it up to 73 gold.
God. All right.
Don't worry, Max. You did as good as I did.
I don't need to hear this from you, sir. Seymour. All right. Moreland.
What?
Moreland, we are here for business, actually. What do you think? And I pull the sword out of this.
His eyes widen up a bit, and he says, it's masterwork. Imbued with magics.
I pull it out about halfway and demonstrate the edge. Like, see that? Ow. Nice and sharp.
Yeah. Delightful. Mind if I take a better gander at it?
Oh, absolutely. I put it back in the scabbard. I hand it to him.
And he leads you into his smithy. It is warm, and, the smoke smell is still delightful as he is just kind of keeping everything going at a light burn right now. He says, I think I did some horseshoes for your friend here.
That makes sense. Seymour.
Yes, the horses are happy. Thank you.
Yeah, he's
happy to help. Nothing makes me happier than being able to do something. I mean, I know smiths that look down on doing simple, mundane tasks like making nails and things like that, but I can look around this town and see every building has been helped out by my hands, and it makes me happy. This is a fine blade. Who did you kill to take it?
I think we found that.
In a tomb.
Yeah, we found. Well, somebody died for it, but that was a long time ago. We found this in a tomb.
We found it on a corpse of a tomb robber, I believe, right?
Yeah,
that might be. Yeah, actually, I think that is
so
right.
Morally, we're above board.
It's not as nice as this one, and he reaches off the wall and shows you another longsword. Is this one I made out of adamantium.
Ooh.
Handcrafted. Just as full of magics as your sword here, but this is pretty good. Are you looking for something to trade? I've got a nice battle axe. I've got a enchanted shield. Got a breastplate, and I've got let's see. I've got 15 arrows, and I've got about 20 crossbow bolts that are enchanted.
I think you need to back up just a tad. Who is Adam?
Max will stare at Seymour for just half a second, and then turn back and continue his business with Moreland. Yes, sorry. Well, I was mostly I was mostly looking to trade this in for the cash value, but tell me about the shield.
Well, the shield. And, he lays it out. It's like, I can put whatever symbology you want on it, but, you can see, like, this was found in, the swamps of rest, and I managed to restore it, and it clearly has some extra enchantment. It makes you just a little bit more difficult to hit. So it's a shield +1.
Yes. Would that be a straight across trade?
You don't have a provenance on the sword. I'd give you 100 gold on top of it.
100 gold, and I would get a shield +1. I don't see the downside to this trade unless I'm sorry.
Make the deal. I need you to stop dying so much.
Yes. All right. Moreland, I'm thinking that we're going to do an excellent amount of business today.
Wonderful. And what, any symbology or any marks on the shield you want me to put down?
I sling my shield off my back and I put it down, and there's the giant hand of Torm on the shield, and I say something like that.
I can do that. Give me an hour or two.
All right, Morlin, I look forward to seeing the results of your work as always.
And he'll look at Haboob and chirp and say, what about you two? You got any use for any arrows or bolts that are enchanted?
Definitely.
Definitely arrows, yes.
Well, like I said, I've got 15 arrows that are enchanted, and I've got a quarrel of bolts, which is a full 20. Do you have anything to trade?
Let me see.
Hmm.
What am I willing to give up?
Or I could give you 5 of each in lieu of the 100 gold.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to trade, really.
Yeah, same here. I just.
Well, what do you think, Max? Would you take 5 bolts and 5 arrows instead of 100 gold?
As
We
me
do
as...
have magic arrows, by the way.
We do have magic arrows,
Mhm.
but do we want more magic arrows?
No, we. Not. No.
No, we always want more magic arrows
Do we?
and bolts. Why not?
Okay, so I'm hearing no from Haboob.
Well, how much are the bolts and the arrows, like, if we were to buy them? Because, like, Chirp has gold, so...
I mean, if the gold is okay,
It
Abu has
sounds
gold.
like they're 10 gold each.
Yeah, Chirp will actually, like... How many does he have available? Like, a full quiver's worth?
He's got 15 arrows.
And 20 bolts.
Yeah, and 20 bolts.
I will buy 10 bolts.
I'll buy 5 enchanted arrows.
All right.
So, I know I'm technically not here, but what was with the breastplate?
It is a +1 breastplate for 1,500 gold.
We're not selling the wagon.
No,
No.
and that is exceedingly expensive when I could just buy a half plate and get the exact same thing, except, well, still have
Self-disadvantage.
Yes, but
And then
it's
you could-
half price, and I can make it a +1 item myself.
Yeah.
I also eventually can get the infusion that gets rid of it, I think.
Yeah. Also, a plate mail is more than that, or is more protection, and also I just got this thing, so
Well, plate mail is heavy,
yes.
but I can wear medium armor,
Oh, you
which a
can?
breastplate is. Yes.
Interesting.
Plus,
The thing is, it would only give me... Actually, right now it wouldn't give me any benefit because I stole the +1 bonus from Molly because she's not using it.
and I think Max should stay in the plate because we can, do this as he puts a I Heart Drellin's fairy magnet that he bought last night on the small of Max's back on his plate mail.
Please don't use me as a refrigerator.
And he will tell you that I know you're hidden into the woods, but if that doesn't take you too long, I've been waiting on a shipment of mithril from the Hammerfist Holds to the south, and it's been nearly a 10-day late, so I'm just growing a little worried about it. So I'd be willing to offer you some gold for the mithril I'm waiting for, and even a bit more if you find my kin who are supposed to deliver it. But we can discuss that upon your return. if they haven't
keep an eye
arrived.
out. We'll definitely keep an eye out.
Absolutely.
I mean, we can't make any promises, but we will do our best. That's all we've been doing so far.
Well, there's no reason they'd be in the woods. They're coming from the south from the Hammerfist holds.
We may cross the road on the way back, or come back by the road, so we'll keep an eye out.
No.
Or is that no? That's farther there. Oh, sorry, I don't have the map in front of me. It's farther north, right?
Yeah. The Hammerfist holds are down here.
Oh, they're to the south. Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
was thinking they were the dwarfs to the north. Never mind. I take.
Nope.
Just ignore what I said. Sorry. We'll do our best, but we're not going that way.
Yeah. That's why he says, if you don't take long on your way there, that would be appreciated. But, we'll see what happens.
And I get all kinds of news. If I do hear anything before then, I'll send word to you.
All right. So yes, the arrows on their own, he's willing to sell to you for 10 gold each at this point.
Cool.
Step up, party ranger. Come on.
And with that, the rest of the day is yours, as Julius is going to have to spend most of the rest of the day transcribing.
Yeah, and I will. I will pop by Brother Dirty's, and I will buy that scroll of cure wounds.
All right.
And Seymour will pop by. Oh crap! Ian's forgetting her name from last week.
Yeah, what a shock, Seymour. City boy.
Ian's forgetting. Ian's also a country boy.
Oh, yeah, Canada is a country.
Oh, shush you.
You're talking about Jarrett?
No, Rita, Rada. Oh no, yeah, Jarrett. Yeah,
Jarrett.
yeah. I know. I thought the name was funny, and now, yeah, Jarrett. Yes, she had the bar, right?
No, Jarrett owns. She owns the sundries and general store in town. She will buy finished goods and things like that. So you could sell miscellaneous armor and non-magical goods.
Oh, do we have anything as the group I could take it and go sell and see somebody I might like and before we go?
There's this shield. Wait, I gotta wait till Morland's done with it, but there's a shield.
I'm just opening up party loot to see what our mundane stuff is, but I don't think it's a lot. We mostly sold it so far, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think so.
And she's happy to see you, and
20 gold.
a lot of her items have been picked over at this point by people just kind of grabbing what they can and fleeing. And she will also say that, she's been waiting for a delivery from Brindle that has not arrived, and she assumes the hobgoblins intercepted it.
Oh, well, if I hear anything, I'll be sure to let you know. We do have, the party had a few things that we wanted to sell. Got this beautiful comb. So you might as well sell this stuff, right?
The miscellaneous, art goods and stuff.
The sellables.
Yeah.
Because he said she would buy finished goods. Does that mean art, or does that mean just items?
It's more basically supplies than that. She will look at you right now and say, if we're about to get invaded, I'm not really looking to invest. But if you find anything else, certainly let me know. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be sticking around that much longer.
Where do you think you'll
that
go?
message really put a fright in me. Well, head east. I've got some friends in Brindle that, I've certainly bought enough goods from them that they should be able to put me up for a short time.
Well, if you need anything while you're in Brindle, please, I'll give her the address of the newspaper, because we moved it to Brindle.
Yep.
And the lads there will be able to help you with anything you need.
Thank you.
And stay safe. We're going to do our best out there, but Have a backup plan, please.
I always do.
All right, well, I have a few hours. Do you want to close the shop and go for a drink? I mean, if
Uh,
everyone's running, now's the time.
I'm afraid, and you can see there are people sort of still milling around and waiting outside. She's like, I need to look after the people here in town. But
I
thank you.
understand. Well, we'll do a rain check for next time. If this all blows over.
Wonderful.
All right, and Seymour will smile and leave.
All right. With that, she will, move and continue to assist the other people in her shop. With your passive perception, Seymour, I will say one of the things you notice is a small sculpture of a tree growing upside down.
And I will my gait will slow and I'll pause my step and this is an interesting piece. Where'd you get this?
I don't know. Somebody coming through sold it the other week. Looks kind of cool.
It yes, it does. Do you remember who?
Middle-aged man, mutton chops, a little heavy. I don't know. Part of a caravan coming through from, I don't know, Denovar, I think he said, something like that.
All right, so not Seymour's father for sure.
No, not your father.
No, I just wanted to just double check. How much did you give him for it? It's quite nice. It would look good on my desk.
I gave him 15 gold for it. You can see the price tag on it is currently 20.
Oh, well. What if I give you this, and I will also give her that nice comb. Along with, I will take the 20 gold off. I'm not asking for a discount. I just want to kind of take it and go. And I'm trying to cover my shock at the item and my buying it in a hurry with the gift of the comb is kind of what I'm doing.
All right.
That might be a deception check.
Yeah, give me a deception check, please.
I didn't take that because Seymour isn't very deceptive. He is today, though.
She, accepts the comb and her finger lingers on yours for just an extra second or so as you take it. She's like, this is lovely. I will keep this for myself. I hope that looks good in your wagon. Make sure you secure it. If it falls, it could really dent something. It seems to be bronze. It's pretty heavy.
Oh, I have the perfect place for it. Don't you worry. And, like I said, stay safe and get out of Dodge if it seems like we didn't get this done. As Seymour leaves, kind of clutching the item.
All right. Anything else anyone wishes to do during your afternoon in Drellin's Ferry?
The only thing Sheriff wants to do is find this Lady Dagger, but we can't do that right now.
Did you want to check out that farmhouse?
Yeah, if it's close enough and Sheriff doesn't think it's going to need everybody else.
No, I mean,
Yeah, he'll
easy
scout
enough.
ahead. Yeah, scout ahead.
All right, yeah. I mean, you cross the river. There's a pair of draft horses harnessed up to a capstan, which sort of draws ropes and draws a flat-bottom barge, this sort of ferry across the river. It takes about 6 minutes to make the crossing. The ferry itself is about 30 feet long, 10 feet wide. There's a few other horses and wagons that are on it. You see that Steryl's provisions, and you can smell Gaussler's brew house over here as you cross by. And it only takes you about 25 minutes, half hour of walking, and you can see there are people that are packing up, farmsteads. Other people are just out working in the fields as if it is a normal day. But eventually you reach the farmstead as it was described to you.
Okay.
And, as you arrive to it, you can see there is a small stone fence surrounding a house that's, dilapidated, but not in horrendous shape. You see a couple of holes in the roof. Everything around it appears to be fairly quiet.
Okay. So not spoopy runes. Okay.
No, off to the side you see what appears to presumably have been a family grave area at some point. You can tell there are sort of chunks missing out of parts of the walls that look like they've been, patched over many a time. The front door appears to be sort of broken, but is held in place. You see there are windows to the front and to the sides. How do you want to approach?
Let me stealth. Let me do my sneaky
All right.
sneaky. And let's go have a look in the windows.
All right, yeah. You very easily sort of move forward. Peering through that window, it's a little grimy. You're able to wipe and clean a small area of it. And inside, you see a bloodied body splayed out across the floor.
I don't think I was expecting that.
You see what appears to be a second body sort of off in the back corner. You can see there, the area inside, while there are sort of roots and that growing through the floor, appears to be in reasonable shape. Clearly, it had been cleaned up.
All right, I'm going to load the crossbow and step inside and take a look at the bodies. Do I need to roll stealth?
You can. The front door, as you push on it, you can feel it has been blocked. It feels like furniture or something is definitely blocking it. Peeking around the side, you can see what appear to be a couple of tables just sort of holding that door shut. You can tell from the light, it does appear there's a back door over here.
Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. I go around the corner.
Yeah.
Not to the bush.
Give me a perception check as you do so as well.
Okay. Also, my passive has been updated. I didn't update it earlier, but when I leveled up, I switched my expertise, so my passive is now 16.
All right.
Perception, you said. There we go.
Yeah. Peering around, you do notice there are some heavy footprints and footfalls on the ground, as well as what could be hoof prints. If you want to investigate and give me either a nature check or an investigation check or a survival check if you want to check out the footprints more clearly too. And you do notice...
Oh.
Yeah. There's a lot of foot traffic back here, which is not surprising to you. Clearly, they weren't using the front door, but you find it difficult to separate out all the different types of footprints. You do notice there is another body out in the field as well. Somebody clearly tried to run and was cut down.
I want to check out the bodies in the building first. So this is an open door here, or window.
Open door.
Okay. So how does this body look? Is it like torn apart or?
You see some deep stab wounds. Give me a medicine check.
Hello. There you go.
looks like they've been stabbed with what appears to be, the blade of a short sword, fairly deeply a couple of times. Looks like it was a quick, surprising kind of death. And this body, taller gentleman, muscular, wearing leathers, looks like what you would assume a bodyguard would look like.
Okay.
You can see on their belt, whatever pouch they had has been ripped away. You can see where the fabric has been sort of torn from someone snatching it. You see the rest of the room. There's a couple of very simple cots that have been laid out, some bedrolls, basic weapons laid on the tables that have been ignored. And what appear to be sort of basic food and provisions laid around as well.
So this isn't exactly abandoned. Maybe these guys are actually staying here. I'm going to check out the other body.
All right. Yeah, middle-aged man. As you roll the body over, you get a flash of recognition. You have seen this face before. It was on a portrait in the house that you broke into. And this is, in fact, the merchant that you were tasked with finding. And again, you can see they have been stabbed with what appears to be short swords, but on closer look, the sword is covering up what are clearly dagger stab wounds. It looks like someone killed them one way and then tried to make it look another way.
So he got shanked. Okay. Interesting. So both these bodies have been stabbed. So they've basically been assassinated, and somebody has gone to the trouble to give them extra stabbies to hide up the original stabbies and make it look almost maybe like almost like a B&E, like outlaws, like, oh, wrong place, wrong time kind of deal. But it actually seems like they're more targeted than anything else.
That's what your intuition is saying.
Yeah.
You've been around long enough that there's no need to stab someone after they're dead unless you're trying to hide something. And the massive prints outside would be a nice way to sort of obfuscate. And this looks like a fairly clean operation, which could well be the mark of hobgoblins and goblins as well, as they've been looting. But yeah, something rings wrong with that medicine check.
Go search the other body.
And this one got 3 arrows, and very clearly rougher hewn, clearly goblin made arrows. But again, with the medicine check, they were shot with what looks like a crossbow, and then these arrows were put in the wounds after the fact to make it look like a goblin killed them.
Curiouser and curiouser. Okay. Alright, so now what were they killed for? So I should probably done this before, but I want to go back in the house and have a look around. Is this an actual trapdoor? Yes?
It is. It leads to a small cellar. It's just packed earth. Nothing much in there. It doesn't look like it's been used at all.
Okay. I'm going to have a poke around in the stuff that's been left behind. I also am going to check out the graveyard, see if there's anything freshly buried there. But is there anything of interest left behind? Any, I don't know, it would be notes? Maybe the symbol of the tree, maybe?
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's something here, but I don't know what specifically I should be looking for. Where is my... I'm looking for my investigation. That's what I'm looking for. There it is. Oh, why? I've been doing so good with my medicine.
Yeah, looking around, this place has been cased previously. You can tell that, items have been sort of stripped and removed. curiously, the food was left behind, but anything of value seems to have been, anything that had monetary value seems to have been taken. I will say you do find a small tattoo of the upside down tree on the left calf of this person.
Okay. So at least one of them was with the cult.
Or the sorority. Not sorority, the male version.
Fraternity.
Fraternity.
There you go, thank you.
So yeah, he fled Brindle because the Welcomers were looking for him, and yeah.
And
He presumably he was doing business with Lady Dagger.
And didn't we find out that he's known or does business with Seymour's dad?
They know each other because he was a well-respected merchant. So they ran in the same circles.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was like they knew that. I am assuming they did, but I can't remember if it was specifically stated that they knew. Hey, fraternity brother, secret handshake, and all that jazz. I'm not sure if that was specifically stated.
They knew each other for sure, and they knew each other in the organization.
Okay. So the guy who knew Seymour's dad is dead, he was looking for Lady Dagger, and the Welcomers were looking for him. I got
a tattoo.
I have a feeling that Lady Dagger found him and took him out. So I really want to know who Lady Dagger is now.
As would be evidenced by all the dagger wounds, yes.
I was gonna say, yeah, Lady Dagger killed him with daggers. Shocking.
I was okay, not Lady Dagger specifically herself, to be fair, but yes. Okay, let me.
The name is descriptive now.
Any disturbed earth in the graveyard here?
Oh, they've all been dug up quite recently.
Nothing left. Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever was here, if there was anything here, it's gone.
Yeah.
Sorry. This is going to be interesting. I can't think of anything else I would need to look for while I'm here. Because anything that's been buried is gone. There's nothing of value in the house. I know the manner of deaths.
But you haven't been Shirrup. What's there to steal?
Well, no, there's nothing of value left in the house.
A few basic weapons and things like that, which...
Yeah.
And, bed rolls and things like that, or food, but that's about it.
Yeah, because while I was searching for, hey, is there anything here that would be the reason why they got killed? Yeah, I would have been looking for valuables. I would have noticed valuables, and specifically it was stated there's nothing valuable in the house.
That you found with a 9 investigation.
True. Point being. As far as Shirp is concerned, there's nothing there. These are not the valuables you're looking for.
But your medicine checks came in handy.
So frustrating. So good on the medicine, and then just freaking blew the investigation. I think I really... No, we've already been into the cellar. There's nothing in there. It hasn't been used in years.
Yeah, it's just an empty earth cellar. Yeah. That's not something they would have restored. I mean, they didn't do any work much more than basic cleanup here, as you can tell by the the piles of rock in the corner and things like that. They've been using this as a hideout, but this is not a fancy place. This is somewhere you go when you are trying to disappear.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm done. I can't think of anything else.
All right. With that, we'll take a 5-minute bio break, and we can skip to the next day as you guys head out of town. Or, if you want to leave at night, you can do that as well.
Bio break.
Well, if we're going the next day, then Seymour will go for a drink with Jarrett before we leave. But otherwise, yeah, we can leave at night.
I kind of wanted to leave the same day. I was.
We can leave the second.
Yeah.
This turned into a giant shopping trip.
But that was all done in the morning while Julius was doing this. I mean, Julius would be able to finish presumably by 5 in the afternoon. So you do have some travel time.
Yeah,
We can get 5 or 6 hours of walking in.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get as much distance.
And then we can sleep safely on the road afterwards.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll take a 5-minute bio break, and then you guys can literally hit the road.
Woo!
Tiny hut
With
time.
our fists.
Oh, at some point we're gonna take a nap in a tiny hut, and Patrick's gonna dispel magic on it. It's gonna happen.
Oh, last thing that Seymour's buying, if
say
we're
hurtful
sleeping.
things.
Last thing Seymour's buying, I'm buying a camp cot, one of the foldable ones, for sleeping in the hut.
You're carrying it,
I have a 19 strength now.
but you don't have infinite space on your body.
I'm not. I get rid of the bedroll, and actually, I can just go around inside the bedroll, and on out the outside of my backpack. All done. I have very few items, surprisingly. Most of it's paper. Oh, I did bring a shaving kit if anyone needs it.
I don't know if Max can grow facial hair.
And whatever body hair Haboob has, that's not going anywhere.
Oh, I brought a cone for you too, so just in case.
Julius has weird frog skin that does not grow hair.
I don't think Sherb can grow hair either because of his feathers.
Again,
You can shave feathers.
Like I said in the Discord in the last session,
Plucking.
hair is for beings who don't start on their own epics.
I mean, hair is for people who get feats when they start.
I have 2 feet.
Variant human. Anyway, I will be right back before our 5 minutes is up.
So, side question: does anybody here play Stardew Valley?
Nope.
Ian,
Didn't think so.
No.
doesn't Ian play them?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because I found a little bit of a more morbid Stardew Valley, and it's kind of fun. Called Graveyard Keeper, and it is exactly what the name implies.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. The crafting and experience system is a little bit wonky. It takes you a bit to get into it and get used to it. But it's interesting. I'm having fun with it.
Back.
Hi, Rose.
All right.
1 second, I'll be right back. It'll take me 30 seconds.
1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi.
The river or the state? Or the tribe?
Yes.
I mean, one's a million miles long.
I'll be dead in the cold hard ground before I recognize Mississippi.
Missouri.
Yeah, I thought you were going for Missouri. I'm disappointed.
Well, yes, it's Missouri, but we were talking about Mississippi.
Yeah, but the river's a million miles long, so you could have totally put in a Missouri joke. It doesn't go to Missouri. I think it ends in...
I believe it is, Missouri is on the border. Like, it's one of the borders of Missouri, I think.
I'll be dead in the cold, cold ground before I recognize Missouri.
Where's
I
that
think
from?
he's back.
That's from the
Simpsons.
The
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Mm.
Abraham Simpson.
Yeah, it's the eastern boundary of Mississippi. Or Missouri.
Missouri kind of sounds like a slur, like it should be something you say meanly. No one agrees. That's fine. Let's start.
I've heard the
Mm.
state loves company.
Spoken like a true Missouri.
See? Soft G.
Like in Jif.
Exactly.
Oh, I will fight you on that one, Brendan.
GIF.
Yeah, it's been GIF. It's always
Jif.
GIF.
Yeah.
I will fight 2 people on that one.
All right. We all back?
No, I'm front.
All right,
I'm
you
to the
heard him.
side.
No, you guys heard him. Julius is taking the lead this time.
All right. Save Max's hit points.
Maximilian T. Justice, who would like to receive haste.
All right. You all pay your silver, cross the river on the ferry, and then heading northwards through some of the farmers' fields. You, after a couple of hours, find yourself at the footpath. And the Witchwood itself is, crisscrossed by a handful of old trails cut years ago by hunters, woodcutters, trappers, or travelers. And, as you approach, the pines and firs stand in almost sort of a straight gray line at once sort of solid and apparitional. You see mist, not unlike sort of pipe smoke, or a pond at the feet of sort of sentinels.
Oh, sorry,
And-
I put up my pipe.
And the blues and sort of greens of the lichens, ferns, and mosses are all sort of chilled and damp to the colors of sword metal and pearl as you broach the forest itself. At the side of your eyes, the line of trees just with the different heights, it almost looks like a mouth of like broken teeth as you enter. It is not a very beautiful place.
Wait,
and
what? I thought you were describing it as beautiful. I thought that was lovely. That was very nice description.
It's cool and a little creepy. Who's leading as you enter the wood through these narrowing footpaths? You can occasionally fit 1 or 2 astride. But as you enter, you can see with the canopy overhead, it's pretty easy to lose your way in here. So who's leading this expedition?
Who's got the best survival?
Oh boy,
I think
do
we had
not
agreed
have...
previously that was Molly.
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, I have
Who's
a
got
2.
the second best
I also have a
survival.
2 and 2 for me and Padme.
I'm just wondering how Patrick described the forests of my childhood in northern Ontario and made them sound so lovely, and now it's bad.
Well, if you look
so-
at it another way, the forests of northern Ontario are also kind of scary.
Yeah.
Oh, very, but I love them
Patrick.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
Would-
prefer they rise like a palisade against the sky? Your vision only penetrates a few yards into the dense, shadowed foliage. Things
That's cool.
stir within the deep reaches of the wilds, their rustling and calls reaching your ears even here on the edge of the forest.
I mean, it sounds like
Goddamn,
something the
Patrick.
group of 7 would have said, so yes, I am definitely in. Let's go.
Gasp. All right.
Would
Well-
having an owl flying above the forest canopy helping us out aid us in some way?
And would we have a better chance of that with a second familiar doing the same thing on the opposite side of the path to give us double the help vision?
Yes, I think we're gonna need this this help.
I would say it will give you a +2. This is a very dense and difficult forest, so even through your familiar's eyes, it is very, very easy to get lost. So I will say that I'll give you a +2.
Oh, I was thinking
That
it was
puts me
being
at +4, so I will roll.
more physical than that. At least one of the familiars can come down, and where we think the path is, they can come down, do a big sound. We take a reading off of where they are versus where we think they are, and we can kind of triangulate where the path should be.
Oh, that's the thing. There are many paths. So the difficult
Oh,
part
fuck,
is all
yeah.
of the little, sort of paths that you can take that lead off into different areas. It's not that the paths are hard to find. It's that there are so many in here.
And if it's anything like a real forest like that, half of them will come back to the main path anyway.
Yep.
Yep.
So
All
let's
right.
go.
So I'm gonna suggest that it be Badme because she has the highest armor class and probably a much higher number of hit points than Julius.
I actually think I have more hit points than Bodme effectively.
You do?
Yeah, arcane
Yeah.
ward.
I have extra 14 stacked on top of 32 stacked on top of whatever Ian's given us.
Julius,
I'm comparable to you, Max, in terms of hit points.
I'm
I
just
got
saying,
48.
should I follow whoever's in front just to make sure you don't step in any pits?
Probably.
All I can say is not chirrup. Chirrup is
And-
not in front.
Yeah, you've got about another hour or so before the sun really starts to set.
So I'm leading the way.
And
Looks
Seymour's
like-
behind you, making sure nothing jumps out at us.
Here goes.
All right, Badme, survival check then.
He is getting the benefit of the survival or the pet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You wander.
Okay.
You feel pretty good about the directions that you are led in. You do realize you've circled around at least once, but as darkness really falls, you find you have clearly made some progress. Chirrup and Seymour, you notice that alongside the path, you find a wooden tower nestled against a tree, standing some 30 feet high. You see there's a ladder stabilized against the tree, which leads up to a trapdoor in the floor that looks like it's been sheltered from the elements.
There might be a place to rest there, and also, I'm sorry I've been just so distracted, Badme. I really should have taken the lead. I forgot I had a +5.
Oh, god damn it.
Right. Well, let's look at our survival skills. Ian, I don't think I have a good one. Doesn't check.
Didn't even look. +5. It's one of my proficient skills.
Also,
Oh,
Haboob of
five.
the Red Sands,
Have the
Mr.
spell
Ranger.
Yeah.
So in the last long rest, I spoke to some dead spirit, and they say, "Hey, I know nature." It's like, okay.
Okay,
So
you
You spoke
two
to
are
Grizzly
up there.
Adams.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did he have
Yeah.
a beard?
I don't
No, you-
know. I can only hear voices. I don't see dead people.
You went to the ancestors and you heard this like Goliath speaking to you.
Oh.
I can't see shape or form, so I can't say one way or another.
He
And-
sounded bald.
So how I imagine this going on is Badme kind of gets a little lost, and then Seymour and Haboob come up and put their arms around Badme and lead her to this tower where we can take a rest in the night. We got this tomorrow. We're sorry,
mean-
we weren't thinking.
So we could let Seymour take survival, and if we're taking a long rest, I can change my survival to nature.
Yeah, mine's a
Uh,
default proficiency skill. I just forgot. I'm sorry. That's an Ian thing.
Nature wouldn't be bad.
every long rest I can change my proficiency from one to another. So
What are we? What would your proficiency like? What would your nature be with that?
so if I change my survival to nature, my nature will jump to 6.
All right, but at this moment, you have found a wooden tower nestled against a tree about 30 feet off the ground. There is a ladder leaning against the tree that leads up to a trapdoor in the floor.
Send
Send the
familiars up from
familiars
above.
in. Yep.
From above.
I'm sure they'll figure out
Or
a
send
search
the
pattern that works the
invisible
best
one.
for them.
Just send the invisible one first.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. He goes.
All right, flying upwards. There's no way to see through the floor, but there is a narrow window at about eye level for a human of average height in one of the walls. Inside, you see there are about a dozen birds nesting and what appears to be a threadbare cot pressed into one corner with most of the mattress stuffing that looks like it's been pulled out by the birds for their nest material.
Now, is this like a fortification or like a deer blind or like a hidey hole?
Hard to tell from the ground.
Well, I'm not on the ground. I'm looking through.
From up here, if you turn and look around, it looks like you don't see any type of arrow holes or arrow slits or anything like that. But as your familiar sort of turns and follows the eye line, you see it directly looks out onto what appears to be a large open area of the wood, and then just beyond that, there appears to be a hill with a circle of stones.
So he's watching witches dancing naked in the moonlight.
Potentially.
Kinky.
Give me a perception check.
All right. I'm looking through his eyes, so it'll be Seymour's perception.
To see if Index sees these naked dancing.
Ooh, Seymour does not.
You can just barely make out movement, but you cannot tell what it is.
Can I use investigate to look at that area more?
Nope.
Boo. Okay.
But so you know that this large hill with the stone circle, there's movement there, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Okay, so there's a stone circle. How many feet away? Like a mile?
About that. And then there's a large open, my language has left me, in the forest. Before that, there was sort of large open clearing along the way as well that you can see into, and it appears empty except for a large, what looks like a tree that was struck by lightning. It is just blackened.
And Seymour is repeating that to the party because he can still talk. He can't hear them or see them, but he can talk. So I sang that a little extra loud because he can't hear himself. And
And as you do so, a couple of birds sort of angrily flap out through the small window and passed by.
All right, but it looks clear, and Seymour's his eyes will roll back forward, but there's some standing stones. This thing's looking over them. I saw movement. Chirp, can you get up there fast and see if you can see anything? Or Haboob?
Chirp was more than happy to try, but Haboob's probably faster.
Well, I mean, Haboob's only got one eye, right?
I don't know why you think that.
Because one of them's blue.
It just lets me see better in the night.
Well, somebody better get up there and make a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go.
Whoever's got the best perception, which was me, but I failed it. So someone else.
So I have 4. What does Chirrup have?
Perception. Oh, I actually probably have the better perception. I have 6.
All yours.
All right. Yes, I'll
Haboom!
scamper
Get
up
her
and
up there.
He has wings. He can get up himself.
Ooh, racial
yeah.
profiling.
Uh-huh.
A move of the red band.
All
I
right.
have a
Yeah.
plan.
Chirrup, you scamper up the ladder. Do you watch from the top of the ladder, or do you go in through the trapdoor?
Let's go through the trapdoor. I'm probably gonna regret my life choices. Let's do this.
You have
Yeah.
been told about the birds.
Yeah, you open the trapdoor. Birds, fly out. But apart from the dirt and the dried bird droppings, it looks dry and comfortable inside. You can pull the sort of mattress over and stand on it so you can look through the narrow window. And as you do so, you see the large open glade with this massive black tree. And you can see it appears things are hanging from the tree and kind of lightly blowing in the wind. And then adjusting your eyes and looking past that to the stone circle at the top of the hill, you can make out what appears to be 2 humanoid figures that are moving around the circle of these large standing stones, as well as what appear to be small, tiny figures as well. And they appear to be performing some kind of ritual. You can occasionally see an arcane flash of blue electrical energy spark.
Do they all look like they're the same distance away? Roughly?
They're all around this stone circle atop this far hill.
But some are bigger than others?
2 of them are much taller than everything else, yes.
Oh,
2 of them
fantastic.
appear humanoid size, everything else appears much smaller.
Oh, okay, so maybe because I'm thinking like, oh, it's giants, but maybe they're not that far away for the taller ones to be giants.
No, yeah, they don't appear to be giant size. They appear to be
Okay.
they're humanoid size, and whatever else is with them is
Is
very
smaller
small.
than humanoid. Okay,
Yeah.
so like humans and kobolds or something. Okay, got it. No way. I'm too far away to make out what they're saying, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay.
You can tell by their movements, it clearly appears to be some sort of ritual of some sort.
Uba chaka, uba chaka, uba chaka.
Do I see
Oh
any
God, we
signs
must
of
destroy them.
Do I see any signs of a camp around there? Or are they just there doing their thing?
No sign of a camp, but this
Okay.
this appears to be a different type of site.
Okay. All right. I will scamper down and using my charades and mimicries, give them the numbers of hey, how
Cheer
many
up.
did I see? This
Cheer
many
up.
were
Wait.
big.
It's charades.
I will stab you later.
Right. we should probably check that out.
Yeah, but he'll say, it looks like they're doing like in his broken common and all that stuff. Ritual, humanoids, smaller than humanoids, so many, no camp.
Could be hobgoblins and goblins. Could be something else. We'd best swing by and check just in case. Agreed,
Check it
or
out. Yeah,
do we
no.
need-
Yeah, let's wait, how much time the sun's going down right now, right?
Sun's pretty much down at this point. Yes.
Like that was all to the backdrop of a setting sun kind of thing.
Yep.
Guys, we can't go out there right now. It's too dark. Come on. They don't know this thing is here, clearly, or they don't care it's here. Let's get inside, put up the tiny hut, just kind of push the bird shit aside, and get through till morning.
if this is a ritual that the hobgoblins, who we know have some at least somewhat powerful magic on their side, and possibly dragons, if this is a ritual they're doing, I kind of want to stop it.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Seymour, send Index.
It's Miles, so I can still. Yep. Index goes off. And yes, I think you guys are right. Oh, this is uncomfortable. I don't really. Yeah, okay. You're right. Let's do it.
All right, you send Index off ahead.
If
Index
somebody
comes
carries
across
me.
a 60-foot wide forest clearing, the center of which is this black needle-like spire, a 40-foot tall tree long ago ravaged by fire or lightning. Tied to it on its branches, how close is Index going to get to it? There's clearly something hanging from it and sort of swaying in the wind, which is starting to pick up.
I was gonna ask if someone could carry me, but yep, Max picks me up, so I go right into Index's eyes, all snuggly warm, and so I'm at the edge of the clearing.
Yes, and you can see this 40-foot tall tree, and tied to it near its base on the branches, hanging like Christmas ornaments are something that are sort of swinging back and forth, small
Is
items.
it within 120 feet? They're not bodies, right?
They're not bodies. They're small.
I have dark vision right now. Okay, so
yeah, they're small. They look like Christmas ornaments, but they are hanging clearly off of this blackened tree.
Okay, so Seymour doesn't assume what Ian assumes they are. So Index is going to move close enough to get a clear view of what they are, but not close, not right up to it, kind of thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
And are they heads?
They are not heads. They appear to be ghastly dolls made of twigs bound with black hair.
Blair Witch. We're in the Blair Witch.
I'm so sorry.
And Seymour, I didn't even think that close, but if that's what it takes to see it, then I will. And after we see that, so definitely witches or hags. Does Seymour know that? He was a very bookish boy. Would he have read about hags? Do you want me to do a history check?
Give me a religion check.
Oh, he's not good at religion. Grandma kind of beat it out of him. See?
Good for Grandma. Yeah, this doesn't speak to you of any particular religion, but whatever it is, it could be old natural kind of magic. It's unclear to you. But I will say, because you've got your passive perception. Every once in a while, you can see they appear to just sort of
Ooh, find your words. This is going to be good.
Yeah, they occasionally sort of expand and contract, just sort of.
What, like a heart?
Yeah.
Oh, fucker. I knew that was going to be good. Index is going to around the tree and continue on as Seymour is narrating this to the rest of the party as he's being carried up the slope by Max. Oh, I'm kind of a pinchy backpack, sorry. Index will head on to the stones.
All right. So as the group reaches this glade with the tree in the center of it, What do the rest of you do?
Okay, Index is
He's
long
flying
gone.
off.
Yeah, he's long gone.
All right, so you said that there's this tree. You also said there's standing stones.
Standing stones are beyond
Okay.
this. That's where Index has gone. The standing stones, crest a large hill that were off in the distance that you could see from 30 feet up in that tree.
Okay. So there's the standing stones, and then there's the clearing, and then there's a large dead tree with twig ornaments that are beating like hearts.
Yes. So you guys should be on the map to see the tree right now.
Yeah.
And so while Index is flying off, you have reached the clearing with this tree with the dolls made of twigs bound with black hair hanging from them.
Oh,
Okay.
Seymour's still kind of out and like, don't go near the fucking hearts.
Yeah, I'm going to suggest that we skirt the edge of the clearing and go nowhere near this goddamn tree. By the way, the hearts are these things down here, these slightly more brown circles.
No,
or-
they're hanging from the tree.
They're hanging
like
from the tree like Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, okay. All right, time to skirt the edge of the clearing and not go within spitting distance of this tree.
Skirt.
Skirt.
All right. Yeah.
Skirt.
Easy enough. It takes not much time, but yeah, you all can avoid that. Meanwhile, you all notice that, ominous storm clouds start to gather in the sky as you skirt this area and head towards the hill. Index, you see this, large hill, probably 80 or 90 feet tall, with trees spreading across its slopes. And as you zoom up and fly around, you see there's a large ring of standing stones, and two ghastly figures dance within this henge, surrounded by a number of smaller capering creatures. You can also see, as you fly up, what appear to be like a mine entrance as you arrive, sort of on the side of one of the hills.
Like a cutting, like an entrance, a cave.
Yes,
But worked, not natural.
correct.
All right. So Index will kind of go up, the whatever distance he is away from them. He'll also go up just so we can get a good view on it. And Seymour is describing this to the party and saying, guys, what are we going to do? Even though we can't hear them, he's going to let them make the party and just continue to narrate what. Now, are they... As now we've had a few moments to look, what are the capering creatures and what are the spirits? What do they look like, I mean?
The tiny capering creatures appear to be dancing twigs. They look like twig creatures that are walking upright and moving in a circle, and there appears to be about a dozen of them. The two people in the center appear humanoid. Hard to tell their gender from this distance. They both but long hair, painted faces, and painted bodies. Moving incredibly gracefully, and every once in a while, as they are turning and spinning, they're humanoid, nearly 6 feet tall, but crackling energy starts to sort of appear in the henge itself and kind of center towards the center of it.
Okay, so at that point when I see that, Seymour's going to take a chance. I just have to check something, because I can... When I cast a spell through a familiar, it has to be a touch spell, right? Or does it just
Yes.
have to... It can't be a ranged spell, but the thing
Touch
goes
spell.
up. I meant the thing can't go up and touch it and then cast the ranged spell.
No.
Alright, so... Yeah, Dispel Magic's out. Fuck. 1 second. What else do I have? I don't think I have anything good to touch. Seymour's not about touching people mostly.
That's good. He's learned his lesson.
He touches us all with his writing, though.
And our hearts and our souls. Okay, let's. I need to buy some time. Can I try and distract them with Index? Loud noises, big lights. I will drop the invisibility. Whatever makes the most distracting thing possible, he'll orbit above them, doing it like disco lights kind of thing. Mirror ball.
All right. And as you do so, it lights up the ground. You can see in the middle of the ground, there appears to be a deer carcass. And the humanoid figures, as you get closer, each appear to be wearing the rotting head of a boar as a mask.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Evil druids.
I'm still in control. Can I control dived? No, there's no way with a 6 strength I'm carrying off a deer carcass.
Well, and as you come into visibility and do that, it will be time to roll initiative.
And we were moving around, so how far are we away? Because we kept going that whole time.
I know. You guys are pretty close by. I'll move you all onto the map.
That's me and...
Oh, the initiative.
Oh, don't roll
tracker
yet
is
because you're not on the right page.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well,
Either way, I can put you on, so... And this is a large map, so I'm sorry.
Nope, got the map set up on Steph's computer, so I think we're good.
God damn it, Seymour, you're really heavy.
What? Are we rolling initiative?
Yep.
Max
No,
tripped
that's
over
a-
his own. Max tripped over his own feet.
I was saying that to Max. Oh, fuck, I am heavy. 4. Oh, you're a 1.
Damn.
And we just interrupted some druid's perfectly normal religious ceremony.
Oh, yeah, we're awful. Seymour, before the combat starts, is going to drop down to his feet and let Max go.
All right. So the rest of you are still just kind of arriving, making your way through the woods after skirting, because you guys are traveling a mile. But in the center, Index has just made himself visible and is buzzing around and
It's a rave.
annoying these folks. Yeah.
It's a fucking rave. It's boom, 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 boom.
All right.
I hope this was the right choice.
So,
Bravo.
are you staying at a height? Are you swooping around? How is Index, causing this mayhem?
We're going UFO, so probably 20, 30 feet up. Lots of lights, lots of sound. It's rave-tastic. And now I'm really regretting that this might have actually been just a legitimate druid ceremony, so I'm not trying to actually hurt anybody, just whoop, 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 whoop. Big bass, big light.
Give me a dexterity save as this blue electrical energy flies out at Index.
Dex save. I don't have a dex save, so that's just a dex check then, right?
Just roll a d20 then.
Oh, okay.
You have a dex score. It's just a dex.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
saving throw that
It's just my dex plus my +3, right? That. Ooh, that's a d20
Yeah.
plus my dex.
Yep, that's it.
You don't have this.
Yeah, you mostly avoid this burst of lightning. However, you still take 15 lightning damage from it.
Oh, that just. Can Index explode like a exploding transformer? So there's lots of light. It's very dramatic, and then in a second, it's gone.
Absolutely. So all of you see this massive shock of blue electrical energy and then almost a fireworks display as Index bursts.
You really should stop sending your book demon in like that.
Editor.
Mm,
And
You wouldn't like your editor either.
okay.
And with that, you also hear some guttural language and these little dancing twig figures start making their way towards you.
Oh, you know what would be a great spell to have here? Fireball.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm presuming that we're taking off the night at this point, or we're gonna go. We're gonna go the.
We
wrong-
can take him in 25 minutes. All right, so are we 100% convinced these are bad guys, or should we be saying sorry right now?
I will say with that, we're going to have done an entire round, so these guys will have moved even a little bit more, and they'll kind of stop there. But that takes us to Badme. The figures in the center continue dancing and performing whatever ceremony they were doing.
Okay, yeah. Out of character, the assumption we had is that this is a no good situation and that we should
There
end
were
it.
there were pulsating dolls hanging from a tree like Christmas ornaments.
I wanted to just check it out. I thought it might have been hobgoblins.
That's why I was just distracting.
Could be whatever's up there are they're humanoid figures, but they are wearing masks of what appear to be boars.
Like rotting boar heads, yeah.
Yep.
So we may be wrong, but we still may be right, so we have to play this cool.
All right.
Ideally, but those twig blights are going to come kick our asses.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
I mean, I'm number 4 in initiative. I might be able to convince them before you all do something stupid.
You've already attempted to interrupt their ritual.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right. So I'm going to move off from the party. I'm going to just double check I'm not emitting light currently. Nope. Okay, good. And we're going to cast a spell. I don't have a token for it. We're going to cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay, I'll get the thing up.
And we'll slam it into this guy up here.
That guy?
This one? Nope, this one here.
All right. That is a 4. They are vulnerable to fire, so yeah, he just sparks up and is gone almost immediately.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to Yeah, I'm gonna light myself on fire with that.
Okay.
Wait, did you just become their like biggest nightmare?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
You're a forest fire walking towards them.
And yeah, that will be my turn.
All right.
Intimidation check.
Takes us to Julius.
Haboob, I would like you to deal with these stickmen. I will cast haste on Haboob.
Oh
of
boy.
The Red Sands.
Roll me a jealousy check, Maximilian.
I want to see. I want to try it out and see if it's
See
worth
here,
it.
jealousy.
Just do a D20. The higher the
No.
roll, the higher the jealousy.
No, Max has the closest thing Max has is jorts.
I'm okay.
You're cool.
All
you
right.
have-
Any movement, any bonus action?
Yes, I'm gonna move here.
Oh, I also
All
get
right.
+2 to AC as well.
Plus
Yep.
AC, double movement speed, advantage deck saves, and importantly, you can do the thing that we talked about where you hold your action to attack and use the haste attack on your turn.
Huh.
Which takes us to Haboob.
Sorry, I'm just reading the haste spell. Sorry, just give this. Okay, I think I got the gist of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, that is a
Does
lot.
that double his feline agility or just his basic movement?
No, that doubles his movement speed, and then his feline agility, if he chooses, can double that again.
Yeah, but is the feline agility doubled is what I'm asking.
Yes, because it is just straight double. It's not like add your movement speed to your current movement speed.
But don't you have to rest after feline agility?
For like one turn.
And you don't have to do it immediately afterwards. You can do it
Yep.
when you get a change.
Yeah, so you can double and double.
And then you
So
can double
that's
dash.
where you came up with
Zoomies.
540.
That was with it was 480, and that was with the potion. Anyway.
Okay, never mind. Okay, let's get back to this.
You're fast.
I don't want to move, but at the same time, I want to try and take these guys out as well. So I want to test this base. So. Okay, let's see. I'll focus on the one that's directly to the left. This one. Sneak attack on. Steady aim. Let's go.
That hits. More than enough to kill this little blight.
And
your arrow splits it into kindling.
And I'll take on the one that's right above Batmate. I mean, really above Batmate. This guy. Next one.
Hits.
24.
Dead.
You have to hold action and do the attack outside of your turn to work.
Yeah.
To work, right?
Either way, you've done more than enough damage to kill them both. They only have very low hit points.
And the sneak attack, I can use it with steady aim. It gives me advantage as well, and the sneak attack activates on advantage out.
Yeah, but you only get one sneak attack per turn. The haste bypasses that by letting you hold an action and then do a sneak attack when it's not your turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why you.
okay,
That's how you can't normally.
that.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, your base action, you hold an attack for another trigger that would grant you sneak attack on that attack, and then your hasted action, you attack, getting sneak attack on your turn.
Okay.
But like Patrick said, you killed this thing regardless.
So it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I mean, I kind of enjoyed that. That was fun. Okay, so that's it for me. I can't move, so that's it for me.
All right, that takes us to Seymour. You are still slung on Max's back, but
remember I said
you've just lost index. So yeah, you fall to the ground.
No, just before we started, I jumped down. I said that
All right, either way.
You did say it.
Oh yeah, it's just flavor.
Oh, I just didn't want to have the half movement from dismounting.
Oh no, you're not prone, and I don't think you weren't riding him like a mount.
Oh, I was piggybacked. I was totally like a mount on his back. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna 5, 10, bucket, 15, 20, 25, yeah, up here. Alright. This may have been a mistake. If you're not with the hobgoblins, and you're not here to destroy the veil, please let's talk! Would that be persuasion? Or...
Yep, persuasion with disadvantage at this point. And what language are you using?
Ooh, let me go down to those. Do I think Faye would know Draconic? Because Draconic is sometimes considered the what's it called? The language of diplomacy.
Lingua franca.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
that's it. The lingua franca. That's the what I was looking
It's
for.
possible.
Okay, well I'll try that. And persuasion at disadvantage. I don't think there's anything I can do to make it. I am an inspiring leader.
You're not their leader, though.
I know, but it was worth a try.
Not yet.
I could be, yeah.
Yeah,
Here we
double
go.
20.
Sorry, that was supposed to be, where is it? Persuasion. There we go. That's actually not bad. Okay.
Yeah, you step forward, you speak dramatically. Doesn't appear to have any immediate effect. And that will take us to Maximilian.
Can I end it with, Max, stand with me. Let's look proud and like we'll defend ourselves. But we're peaceful.
Yeah, I'll ready an action to attack something that comes up to us.
All right. That takes us to Churup. You get 2 turns because I missed your turn last round.
Who, Max or Cheer Up?
Churup.
Cheer up. Tara?
Are you muted?
So I'm Cheer Up and I'm using Seymour's voice. So
I
I'm
am
gonna.
muted.
I'm
All right,
cast it.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry I keep muting myself because, cats
And-
and drinks and creaky headset.
What action are you holding, Max?
I'm. You know what? I am going to hold a breath weapon attack.
All right.
I'm gonna hold the special one that knocks him back.
Go for it, Churup.
All right, well, if they weren't hostile before, they sure as hell are now. So let's try dropping a fairy fire on some of them. Where is the fairy fire? There it is. Where am I moving it to? Yeah, let's do these 3 right here. Dex save DC of nope, that's not me. DC of 14.
That's not a bad non-violent escalation. That's pretty good. I like that.
There is a 9, a 13, and a 19. So 1 success. What color are they glowing?
Wait, no, my DC is 14.
Yeah, so 1 success at a 19.
Oh, 19. Sorry, I thought it said 13. Purple.
All
Yeah,
right.
the other one rolled a 13.
My bad. All right.
Yeah, we got a 9, a 13, and a 19.
So that was my 1 turn. I'll take advantage of the advantage I just gave myself. So we're going to go after that guy right there.
All right.
Advantage. And pachoo!
God, I hope they don't care about elementals.
Not elementals or plants.
An 11 does not hit. Your crossbow bolt just fires slightly wide as they are small.
It was a warning
Okay.
shot.
And I don't think I have any bonus action spells I can cast. So that'll be it for me.
All right. Moving to there.
I thought he was busy with the ritual.
Oh, he's still doing it. Uba chaka.
Damn, good multitasker.
I can't stop this feeling.
Stop that feeling.
Was that Nabil doing Uba chaka? I can't stop the feeling under his breath.
You got it in my head, and it's not the earworm I was looking for this week, so screw you.
Oh, I'm just pleased I actually heard just that little.
Yeah, so I need Maximilian, Seymour, and Julius to all give me a dexterity save as another massive arc of lightning shoots your direction, please.
Lightning druids.
Okay, they're not cool.
Haboob is just out of the way.
Ooh, I was about to ask you, is it me also?
Dexterity?
Dexterity, please. Maximilian and Julius, you take 35 lightning damage.
What's half
Seymour,
that?
you take 17.
I am resistant to lightning.
All right, so you take 17. Seymour takes 17. Julius, you take 35.
Oh wait, I can't math.
How's that abjuration shield of yours going?
Gone.
Cool. Did we get temporary hit points, by the way?
You didn't talk about
Yes.
it.
Oh, but it's always a thing. They have to listen to me.
We do it every
It's-
morning.
It's my bit. Come on.
Fair enough.
All right. What is it? Is it
8 hit points.
All right.
Okay.
And I've understood now the investment is better in the party members over familiars for the
So,
temporary hit points.
Haboob. About your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Is my hit points on the map updating?
If you
Looks
want.
like it.
All right.
Yeah?
It isn't
You
for
did?
me. That's weird.
My bar isn't but it's
Refresh.
right in a circle.
Yeah.
Oh, mine is neither.
Yeah, the tokens have had real issues on Roll20 lately. Max, your held action will go off.
Okay. Let's ice pick.
Yeah.
And miss.
Oh, no, it was your breath weapon you held.
Oh, yes, you're right.
But you
Breath
could
weapon.
get 2 of them. 3 of them.
So that was the. So it's 8 plus my con modifier. Is it just 8 plus my con modifier? Oh, plus proficiency. So it's 13. And they got to make strength saves or be knocked back 20 feet.
Okay, so no damage, just strength saves. Ooh, -2. That's a 15. A 7. And, wow, an 18 on a nat 20.
Son of a bitch.
So one of them gets pushed back 20 feet.
At
and
least it
knocked
worked.
prone.
Kind of, sort of.
I'm sorry, I thought I could calm it down.
You did your best.
All right, yeah, they all dashed. Padme.
All right. Well. Yeah, we're going to run the ball into this guy next to me.
Okay.
So that's my bonus action. Thank God for re-rolling that one.
Ooh, rolled a 16. Still nowhere near enough to save him.
And, should I go for the ones with advantage or should I go for the ones without? I'm gonna go for the one without over here. It helps if I'm not using my ruler. This guy here. Where is my fire? At the top. Son of a bitch!
Nat 1. Roll me percentile dice, please.
Oh, Sheriff's leaving, so she doesn't have to, so he doesn't have to watch his wipe.
All right, 81. Your spell misfires and dazes you, causing you to lose track of the fight. You end your turn, move to the bottom of the initiative order at the start of the next round.
Okay.
So that takes us to Julius.
I lost concentration on haste.
All right.
These guys are no longer lined up for a nice lightning bolt back. But I feel like I do need to return the favor. So that looks like a reasonable line. Here, I think? Here. I'm going to try and hit both of those blights.
All right.
And
that one?
druid on the right, yeah.
Perfect.
Who can play at this game?
Dex saves?
Dex saves.
Whew, that is a 3. A 9 and a 2.
I clicked it. 33 lightning damage.
All right. Yeah, that hits, connects solidly. You see the lightning strike it, sort of arc and swirl around, and then get absorbed. And
oh boy,
for just a second it looks like nothing, and then it explodes, and yeah, you can see that it does in fact take the damage. It tried to absorb it and could not.
Oh, I could have used, damn it. I could have used the absorb element spell. I forgot about that.
They still probably got lots of lightning bolts.
And I'm at 3rd level spell slots now.
And that looks like it hurt them quite badly. And that takes us to Haboob, who is...
Hang on, I'm also going to move.
Oh, sorry, yep.
Yeah, we need to not be grouped up like that. They're throwing lightning bolts.
Yep.
That takes us to Haboob then. Your haste is gone. You just feel this wave of tiredness wash over you.
That's it pretty much for me.
All right. Seymour.
Okay, so Tongues takes a action, but we can all speak Sylvan. But I think, because speech is a free action, right?
Yes.
If you're not invading the Veil, we have made it...
You need to understand, with tongues, they may not understand. Like, it would allow you to... You have to touch them for them to be able to understand you.
I'm gonna try my spiel from before. If there's still no reaction, if Max doesn't disapprove, I'm gonna pull the javelin off his back and aim it at one of the standing stones, because I don't think I can hit any of them really.
All right. Actually, yeah, if you cast it on yourself, when you speak, any creature that knows a language can understand you. So, yeah, you cast tongues on yourself. So when you speak, they can understand you regardless now.
All right. So, and the spiel from before, if you're not with the bugbears invading the Vale, and Seymour will start. If we made, and Seymour will correct himself. If I made a mistake with distracting you, let's not get this to real blood. We're sorry about the saplings. This can still end peacefully. And that was my action, so I can't pull off the javelin and try and toss it at a rock. So, boo. But I think that
All
was
right.
a good call for peace.
Yeah, well, you speak it, but your action was to cast tongues, so you don't get to make a persuasion check this turn, but we'll see if it has any effect.
No, I don't get the persuasion check, but I still get to say those words, right?
You do, yep.
So if it stirs their heart, it doesn't need a persuasion check.
Exactly. Speaking of stirred hearts, Maximilian.
Yay! Okay, so
More of a stout heart, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, depends on what you're stirring the heart with. Okay, so 3 twig blights, 2 of which are glowing. 5. I think these people have it. I think they're good. As for me, I'm going to double move to there and try to get some cover behind this stone.
All right. They are, 8-foot high standing stones, henges. So there is sort of a central area of them. Think like Stonehenge. So it's, a stone balanced atop 2 other stones. But yeah, you can easily move up and hide behind them. Actually, they're about 10 feet high, about 3 feet thick. So yeah, easy enough for you to move up next to. Yeah. And as you race up that hill and, turn your back slamming against these walls, weapon raised in the classic action hero pose from the 80s, that's where we'll end it for the night.
All right.
Cool.
Just another night in the Witchwoods.
All right. So, Dances with Kobolds viewers, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week when Steph's back. Or not?
Maybe.
Ian would be able to tell?
I think she's gone for a few weeks.
Raising my voice in question because I want Ian to answer? No?
A window cracked for no reason. Keep going.
That's as high as I go. Well, I guess the stream's going to be listening to our to our illustrious banter some more.
Banter.
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 What are you all still doing here? The movie's over. Go home.
We're waiting for the post-credit scene, Patrick.
That was a post-credit scene, if I remember correctly.
It actually was. I think it was one of the first ones that actually was out there.
What was it from?
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Day Out.
Day Off.
I've never seen it.
Same here.
What?
It's Day Out. I'm right.
It's a classic. You have to. Oh.
Okay, so every year that goes forward, there are exponentially more classics I have to watch. It's just one I missed.
Yes, absolutely. And Christmas is coming up, so you must watch Die Hard.
I do every
yes.
year, and Steph
It's
gets
not
pissed
a
off.
Christmas movie.
Yes, that's
wrong.
what Steph says, and I agree. It is a Christmas movie.
It's not a Christmas movie.
No,
For
because
you, it's a Christmas movie.
you would not go visit your ex for Arbor Day.
They're not exes. They're still married. They're
Yeah.
just estranged.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but he calls it his ex, or he then clarifies in the movie, right?
Yeah, so what happened is that they separated because she got a better job on the other side of the country.
And he couldn't handle it. Big
No.
tough
What
cock
happened
can't
is
handle it.
what happened is there was a backlog of
Good luck.
cases. He
Good night,
decided to
Brendan.
stay in. Good night, Brendan. He decided to stay in New York to finish them off before he would head out west. And unfortunately, it took forever, and he finally realized there's never going to be an end to these cases.